Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Tracy, and this is my art channel. I wanted to take just a few minutes and first of all, thank all of my new subscribers so much. Welcome, and thank you so much for taking the time to hit that subscribe button and join me on my channel. Second, I wanted to take a minute and give you just a little snippet of what we, I always say we, it's just me. So when I say we, it's just me. But what I have in store for my channel for 2024. I'm not gonna totally revamp my channel. This channel will always be fluid art, but I am gonna tweak it a little bit, I guess we'll say. I want to bring in some different techniques that I've been wanting to do on this channel for a very long time. I'm gonna start doing a little bit more abstract work, some texture work, some experiments, and that kind of leads me into this first little series that I'm gonna be doing. I've always wanted to do a series on my channel, and for whatever reason, life, other projects, other commitments, things just get in the way. But I'm gonna do it this time. We're gonna do a little 3 video part series. And what I'm gonna do, I've already mixed up my paints. I chose a color palette that I used several years ago, but to this day, it is still one of my most favorite color palettes. And I mix them up my usual way, good and thick paints. And for the first video I'm gonna do, which will be this video, I'm going to do straight pour / galaxy pour. It's where I started, it's my comfort zone, and it's still a technique that I love the most. So then, I'm gonna take those exact same paints, I'm not gonna remix any paints, and I'm gonna show you in the second video how I thin those paints down, and I'm gonna do a totally different technique. You'll have to stick around, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of these videos, because then there's going to be a third video, and in that video I'm going to show you again. I'm going to drastically thin down these paints to almost the consistency of water, but I'll explain to you the products that I use in order to thin those paints down without having them break apart and your paintings still turn out beautiful. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We probably all have all of those jars or cups of leftover paint sitting on our shelves that we don't remember exactly what the pouring medium was, or it could be all different pouring mediums. But if you use the right products, you can adjust those consistencies and pretty much do just about any technique you want. So again, for this little series, I hope you will stick around, join me. I hope you learn something from it, and most importantly, I hope you have fun along with me. I will explain in each video, but I'm not gonna go in all the great details like I am in this intro. But if you happen to jump in on video number 2 or video number 3, I'll explain enough of what's going on so that you don't wonder what in the world it is I'm talking about. So thank you again from the bottom of my heart for being here. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to show you everything that I've got in store for 2024. And I hope you will join me on my table, and let's go play with some thick paints. I will see you in just a minute. All right, we are going to go ahead and jump right in. Since my intro was so long, I'm going to go over my colors with you really quick, and then I'll set all of that aside, get my canvas up here, and we are going to start. So my first color is the Artist Loft Flow with probably a tablespoon and a half of DecoArt Satin enamels. I don't know if you'll be able to see with this one, but again, my paints are very thick, and right now they're just mixed with Floetrol. That will change over the course of this series, just with additives that I'm going to add, but right now just Floetrol. And this is DecoArt 24 karat gold, and then I've got Golden's QNAG but I added a little tiny bit Fire Opal. It's this one. It's a totally different color than the Treasure Gold Fire Opal, and I like this one better. And then this one is Golden Paynes Gray. I added a little bit of Modern Masters Sapphire. So again, really, really, really thick paints. They flow beautifully and steady off the stick, but they are thick. And this one is Blix Fluorescent Violet. Oh, such a pretty color. So this one is the Treasure Gold series, but I added a little bit of the Art Alchemy in Deep Waters, and it just is gorgeous. I'm trying to reach to show you guys, but again, you can just see how thick those paints are. And then this is just DecoArt Sky Blue Topaz. I think light sky blue topaz. And then this is FolkArt Green Flash. Beautiful, bright green, happy color. And finally, Liquitex Bright Aqua Green. You might be able to tell this with this one just how thick. I would say these paints leave, I mean, a good 3, 1, 2, 3, at least a 3, 3.5, maybe hitting on a 4-second mound. So those are my beautiful colors. Like I said, I'll pause you guys for just a quick second, get all this moved out of the way, get my canvas up, and we're going to get started. So see you in 1 second. All right, so I have got a 20 by 20 Artist Loft gallery wrap canvas. Of course, got the back tape, pin sprayed good and tight, and I am still working with my big old gallons of this beautiful blue table scrapes, and that's going to be my flow extender for this. It's a little bit thinner than my paints, and I've got a 16-ounce cup. So I'm going to start layering the cup and get my gloves on, and we are going to start pouring. I might talk you guys through just the first few little bit of me layering this cup, and then I'll add y'all to some music. Make sure my cup's clean. So I'm just going to add a little teeny tiny bit of white, because I don't want a big old, strong white center. Might need a little bit more than that. And then 24 karat gold. I'm just going to drizzle some of that in there. And then we're going to drizzle. I probably won't use a whole lot of the QNAG in this this actual pour, but I'm going to be using it more in the other 2 videos. And then we're going to go with the Paynes Gray and that Modern Masters Sapphire. Alright, so now I'm going to put you guys to some music. Just watch me as I layer. And again, if you have any questions, please, please, please feel free to ask.
The stars driving down the boulevard at night, playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go, I just feel I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. will play on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. You better believe I'll run the train. I'll be the rain in Spain, change the game on. Make this my start, state of the art. I'll be a rocket, a rocket. I'll be a melody in the night, be like a rhapsody, out of spite. Give me a cue to start the show. Give me 1, 2, 3, let's go. Let me just reminisce for a change. Give you the genesis of my range. And when the whole world starts to fall, I'll be the one rising up, standing tall. They got me like uh-oh, uh-oh. 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 You better believe I'll run the train. I'll be the rain in Spain, change the game on. Make this my story.
All right, here it is. Oh my goodness, I love this so much. It is so pretty. Let me show you some of my, look at this like transparent lacing up here. Oh, and that blick fluorescent violet is just gorgeous. And all these lines. And of course, I get all the little swimmies. And look, I love this, how I've got like all the colors, there's transparency, and then they just kind of wisp out to these points with like little cells inside of these fingerlings. And then you get the bolder cells in the middle. I love the way that fluorescent violet and the Paynes gray with that Modern Masters sapphire mixed together. Just made like a beautiful, beautiful violet. And then of course the gold, the white, and the QNAG mixing together. And I didn't touch the center with anything. And I don't know if you noticed, but during my, as we call it, dismount, I kind of stuck my finger in it accidentally a little bit. And I was gonna take my smack stick and swirl it, but I'm glad I didn't, because it almost looks like a little tiny little finger kiss, which I guess in a way it is. So, but let me show you one of my favorite corners. So look at the depth. It just reminds me of like the Northern Lights almost, these auras of just, oh, it's just gorgeous. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Again, like I said, this is a color palette that I had used a long time ago, and I haven't used it in a while, but it just seemed like the perfect one to use for this little series. Sorry, I'm talking like a robot. I'm actually like looking at it up close for the first time with you guys as I'm showing it to you. So I'm just kind of in awe at some of these places that I got, but I love the sort of like, you know, the, hang on, focus, light areas like down here, light, and then it just gets in the depths up here, and then the little tiny boulder cells. And again, this is just minutes after pouring, or tilting, so more will pop up as I torch a few more times, but just keep watching for the same color palette mini series. I want to do a quick little fun video for Valentine's Day and stuff like that, but I'm super excited about the next one that's coming. I'm not going to give anything away, but just know these thick paints will be thinned down, and we're going to do a totally different technique that is going to have, it's going to look like a totally different color palette, even though I'm using the same colors. And then again, the third video will be thinning them down even more and doing yet again a totally different technique. So I hope you will stick around with me. Please hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of them. Leave me a thumbs up. Again, if you have any questions at all, leave me a comment and share my video. That really helps tremendously. I didn't realize how much it helps your channel when people share your video. Even if you just share it, text it to yourself to refer back to later. I actually personally do that when I run across a video that, you know, I want to either, you know, try that technique or I want to be able to remember that video. I text it to myself. That may be crazy, but it's easy to find them that way. So anyway, stick around for dry results. That will be coming up for you in just a minute. Guys, to me, this is the best orientation, and it dried beautifully. I mean, nothing moved. It basically, and it dried in less than 24 hours, so, which is very unusual for our climate here at the beach and high humidity and all of that. So, especially as thick as my paints were, but I am so very pleased. Sorry, the glare is awful right here, so it's kind of hard to tell when I'm up close and I'm moving so much. I'm probably making y'all dizzy, but I think it turned out really pretty. So like I said, I'm gonna, you know, I'll pop in a couple of other little videos that aren't within this series, but stay tuned for the next video in this series. And we're gonna, I've said this 100 times, I feel like, in this video, but like I said, we're gonna thin down these paints and we're gonna do a totally different technique. So I'm super excited, I'm sure, as you can tell. I hope you are too, and I hope that you will come back and let's see what we do with these paints. So thank you guys again so much from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me that you've chosen, you know, 10-15 minutes of your time to watch my video, and hopefully subscribe to my channel and follow me on this journey. I hope you had fun with this video. I know I sure did. So, and I'm very much looking forward to the next two. So again, give me a thumbs up if you will, leave me a comment. I'll have everything listed down in the description box, and everything I used will be linked in my Amazon storefront. But if you have any questions or just any comments, please leave them down below and I will respond to every one of them. I love you guys so very much. And as always, until next time, bye friends.